Was
How the hell?
Said?
How do you? How do you do that with your one hand? I have no idea.
Yeah, no clue.
Yeah.
You're saying how do you do that? And I'm like trying to hear it over with two hands. Put my face. You're like with one hand. Like, oh no. Hey everybody, welcome back to the Stone Face Reactions. I'm Theta. This is Lessons, and we are back with not. So here's the thing: we're on the third episode that we're watching, which is technically episode 2. So of Macross Delta. I'm also realizing over time, the more Macross we watch, the more out of touch our art is. Like, nobody has looked like Britai in a long time.
Yeah, not since Frontier.
Do you need Frontier? Like, I mean, maybe the eye thing, but no, sorry, you're not looking at the overlay. Britai looks like he comes from a medieval society.
Yeah.
The outfit that he wore back then. I guess you're slightly closer in that you're wearing Hikaru flight uniform, like the whole white and red number, which almost kind of looks like not like what Yata is wearing. Sorry, who is it that put themselves into the seatbelt thing in episode 1? Maybe I am thinking about Hayate when he gets into the worker thing. I call it say mobile worker because I'm a Gundam in my head.
Yeah.
Well, because the straps in your outfit in your art look like the straps that literally that Hayate put on.
Yeah.
Except this is part of your outfit, and like you're not sitting in a cockpit in your art. You're just standing around with these straps over your chest.
Oh, I think those are for a parachute. I think. Sure.
I don't know. You're not wearing a backpack in your art. You might be wearing a Rolex. I don't know what the hell's going on with your wrist.
There's supposed to be a watch there.
Well, you've got it on both arms, so I don't know. Maybe it's like strapping you in case you get ejected into space. I don't know. The outfit you're wearing doesn't seem very well. No. Well, even though we did see Hikaru get ejected into space trying to catch a fish once, it's not you've got the high collar thing going on, so not really inducive for wearing a helmet or anything. But again, no one ever looked like Britai ever again. They're like, what if the Zentradi are high-tech peasants? I don't know. But again, no one was as badass as Britai was ever again.
I don't know. Max is pretty big.
I'm sorry, did Max? No, actually, Britai kicked Max's ass, if you recall.
True, yeah.
Max was walking around inside of a Zentradi uniform in his Valkyrie, and that's when he got into a hand-to-hand fight with Britai, who kicked his ass. Well, technically, Max threw him out in space, and then Britai walked through fucking space, came back in, jump-kicked Max's ass in a Valkyrie. Nobody has done that shit again.
No.
That's like, this guy's my guy. Well, too bad he broke the fucking mold, because nobody could be like that ever again.
There you go.
It was like my favorite scene from one of my favorite scenes.
We need more kick-ass Zentradi. Now that they're supposed to be the good guys, they should be more kick-ass Zentradi, but we don't get them.
Wasn't even a point I was thinking of, but also true. Now they're just the victims, you know? Who gets affected by shit? The Zentradi. Proto-Devlin coming around? Oh no, Zentradi go crazy! Who are all the people getting affected so far in 2 of the first episodes? Weird thing. 2 of the first episodes of Delta. It's all Zentradi getting hit by the VAR syndrome. Even though, again, the first guy looked like he was human to me. Who knows? Could be half human, half Zentradi.
Yeah.
Could be some weird alien race, because again, some of these alien races to me now, I'm guessing they're aliens, or half white face, which weird, half white face, I don't know. And, because, they got the weird white shit that breaks up. Like, maybe if a white person got super white alopecia or something.
At least we know one character that's like that.
2. Hellman, and there was another character in, it was in my notes. One of the guys in the pictures at the beginning of the first episode is running away from two crazed gunmen. Also has the white thing going on his face. So Hellman and that guy, which is why I'm indicating towards that's possibly another race.
Yeah.
That, or maybe that's the end result of somebody who survives VAR syndrome.
So, we're in the middle of fight. I want to know what happens to this guy, Capoeira. Hayate Capoeira.
Who?
Hayate Iman.
Hayate? You just say
Yeah.
Hayate. I don't know why you're adding a bunch of...
Yeah. No, his last name is Iman. Well, I say Capoeira because that's the way he was fighting or dodging attacks.
Yeah, you typically get named after what you do, right?
Yeah.
No. What is that called? That is called something. Where you're more probable to take a job based on your last name. A baker is more likely to become a baker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can be named by somebody who's
Well, no, that you're talking about existing in the whatever ages that the surnames came about, that you would get the name
his
of
last
where you
name
live.
is Iman, which is a fighter pilot's last name from World War One, and an ace, and someone who actually it's also a maneuver as well. Let me just see if I can pull it up.
So you're saying that you're more probable to do what your most famous ancestor did? That doesn't make that doesn't make a lot of sense. Mm-hmm. My point being is that it has nothing to do with who he is as a person.
I think it is. It's supposed to be he's an ace pilot.
Most people would make the argument of, oh, my father pressured me into doing this sort of thing, so I've been fighting that pressure. An alto situation, right? My dad was a big performance artist, pushed me into this. I rebelled. I'm on my own. They keep trying to draw me back in. You're like, his last name is Hines. Clearly it's a ketchup guy,
I mean, he's saying that he has no future. It's like, I don't know what I'm going to do with myself. And now he's doing this in a Valkyrie. Yeah, it's very much on the nose. Like,
he's not saying I have no future because he's like lamenting the fact he doesn't want to do anything. That was his point. She's like, is that fun life to live? And he's like, what are you talking about? That was the conversation they had in the warehouse, and then once again when they're on the street where she does the Aladdin game on the wall. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So he's not like, I don't have anything because he's lamenting it. I don't have anything because he doesn't want anything. He's living a real Buddhist lifestyle. Sort of, except that he also wants money, so maybe not a full-on Buddhist lifestyle.
Oh, yeah, he doesn't want to starve, yeah.
Well, he has no goals or desires. He seems to, like, don't you have a girlfriend? Don't you have anything you want? He's like, I don't know. I don't want anything. That's why the first time we actually ever see him, he's just, like, laying back, staring up. It's not that he's, like, lamenting. He's not, like, sitting in front of the first scene we get isn't him sitting in front of, like, a store selling a bunch of games and shit, and he's like, if only. No, it's just, just peace and tranquility.
But something happened in the last video.
Well, it was a video.
It was, but and he goes, "Oh, what is this?" And he turns Barbie naked. Oh, Kendall naked, and she turns Barbie naked. And
well, cool. I mean, no, sorry, I don't want to say well, cool. I mean, sure, he went on a fucking psychedelic trip. Wouldn't you be interested? What the fuck's going on?
Well, there you go.
I didn't take anything today, but suddenly it seems like I did.
Yeah.
So I don't think it has anything to do with his desires towards what he wants in life. It's just an experience that he's having.
But probably it's going to point to where he wants, what he would want to do next. Like he wants to figure out what the hell that was about, and go from there.
Conjecture. I mean, obviously, though, that's just the way the show would work. If the main character like hero's journey, right? If the hero encounters the first thing and just like, whatever. Well, to be fair, that is the hero's journey, though. If the hero refuses the call to action, is also part of the hero's journey. But those aren't typically the best stories. Like, I understand that it's typically part of the thing. Like, Spider-Man is that hero's journey. Spider-Man, guy goes running down the hallway. Hey, stop that guy. Hero refuses the call to action. Not my business. And then, kills Uncle Ben. Mm-hmm. Boom, hero actually resumes the call of duty. That sort of thing. So sometimes it works. I just know a lot of times in anime, watching the hero reject the call to duty, and it really take a long time in that element of just, I'm going to go back to my ordinary day. All that interesting shit. Go back to that. That's why I picked up this show.
Yeah.
What are you doing? I don't want to see a guy. Well, I do watch a lot of Slice of Life sometimes too, so I don't know. Skull-faced bookseller. I really like that, so I was going to say I don't want to watch a guy doing an ordinary retail job. Sorry, just every so often you become a ring wraith.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, and then sorry, I thought I saw a Hobbit.
Yeah.
Sorry, I sensed the ring's presence.
Having a cold sucks.
Well, having a lot of things sucks. Human condition. The body was not meant to survive. I don't know why you look confused. Literally, everything dies. Nothing was meant to survive.
I mean,
nothing exists in eternal perpetuity.
Well, survival is one thing. The other thing is to be eternal life. I think would be the difference. It is meant to survive.
No. I mean, like, there's certain things that have extremely long homeostasis that they can exist within themselves for a long time. So, starfish, for example. But nothing lives forever. So nothing is meant to survive forever. I think you're just redefining survival to mean to exist. Well, you said immortality. Immortality isn't survival. Immortality is immortality. I would think that in an intelligently designed existence, that probably you would have immortals, and they would just live forever, and that's all you would have. Not like a ton of them, but if you were going to create a being, one of your classifications for existence would be not to die. Because why would you create something flawed enough to stop existing?
We don't live in that universe.
Well, not unless there's a universe outside of ours where people buy into getting into there, and then there's what do you call it? Apple used to get sued over this. Forced obstinance. Yeah, that sounds right.
Obsolescence.
Yeah, forced obsolescence. It's like also the tractor company's name. I can't remember the name of. So that they force you to be able to buy parts and replacements and whatnot. So unless
rider repair and all that, that's
so unless there's an existence outside of ours where souls can buy living bodies to then inhabit and grow into, and there's a forced obsolescence, some sort of capitalist economy on the outside of existence, that coming into this world so that they can then, whatever the currency they're in on the outside of reality is, can continue a perpetuation of inhabitation of bodies.
That is a interesting idea.
Yeah, so it's a capitalist view on the afterlife, I guess. What if not heaven, but Apple?
Yeah. Anywho, let's see what this episode has.
But before we get started,
make sure that you hit the like button,
hit that subscribe button,
comment down below to feed that algorithm.
On top of all that, if you want to watch more shows like this,
unfiltered,
uncensored,
and uncut,
as well as some early access stuff,
you can check it out over on the Patreon.
It's just $5 a month, but hey, no pressure.
There's zero pressure in order to do that. It's just a little bit of extra support, and it would be greatly appreciated.
Colors. Did you see that? The display showed colors underneath the things that it was reading, like cyan and whatnot. Again, I think it's just Sound Force. We're going with Sound Force again.
I do like the music. It's a bit silly, but I like it.
It's not silly, it's pop. Or it feels pop, anyway. Oh, you're the one who can sense song and color. You'd be able to... The leader of the Aerial Knights, I'm assuming he's the one that ordered them to go out first. Branch. I'm assuming it doesn't mean just like, the local office branch. Yeah. I'm assuming it's more like how she's part of Chaos. He's part of Branch. But what about my star? Also, gang signs.
Oh, we've seen that before.
Yeah, because he's Alto's son. Oh, duh.
he's
You know,
not Alto's son.
Alto Immerman or whatever the fuck we were talking about.
I know. I think that was Dyson who wanted to also do that hand thing.
Yeah, that's true. What if he's Dyson's son? Dyson's son. Dyson's.
Dyson.
What if Dyson? But God damn it, words escape me all the fucking time.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, they've got boobs. We know.
Yeah.
I complained that Crunchyroll keeps censoring them to me. God damn it! Never mind. I, for some reason, stupidly had to go check the board. Dyson was his last name.
Yes. Isamu Dyson.
Well, he has 3 names actually. I've already stopped looking at the board, so I don't know. I don't care. My point was I was wrong.
Although that one looks like it has carrier arms instead of the.
So you want to make a get? You want to make a bet what the name of it is?
What is the name?
Oh, I don't know. Also, there was a queen. There was a queen with a queen's crown. No, I was going to say, you want to make a guess if it is actually the Macross or if it's the global? Can't be the global. Global got destroyed.
It could be a global class.
I don't think so. As per our previous debate. So, did you say please come over here if you're feeling all right or ill?
Yeah.
So just come over here.
What the hell?
Literally what Ozma did to Alto.
Yeah.
Fair.
戦場を甘く見ないでください。あんたもミスってたろ。見てたぜ。飛び上がった時、あんただけタイミングがずれてた。
Oh, she's the one.
甘く見てるのはそっちじゃないのか。
Yeah.
Punch him again. I don't think he got the message the first time.
場は後方までお申し出ください。失礼します。
I was gonna say her punching. Yeah, fuck this guy. I don't like Hayate. I was gonna say her complaint is valid, although she just assaulted a person. She should have just like tried to arrest him and not punched him first off. But after he turned into a smartass, just fucking punch him. I don't care.
あの子。え、聞こえてたわよ。あなたの歌声。は？キャワワな歌声だったよ。チクチクしてて気持ちよかった。よかった。いやー、お恥ずかしい。あの子なら。待っているわ。ラルナ星で。
Was saying.
How do you do that with your one hand? I have no idea.
Yeah, no clue. You're saying how do you do that? And I'm like trying to hear over with 2 hands. Put my you're like with one hand. Like, oh no. To be fair though, nobody could do the Vulcan salute until Leonard Nimoy decided this was a thing. Honestly, it is just doing the Vulcan thing just a little bit harder.
該当データも見当たりません。
ステージお疲れさん。どうだ？バレッタクラゲのスルメ。
ご遠慮しておきます。
Oh, that's the name.
さっきはありがとう、メッサ君。
Sorry, the bird is a thing. That's the location that she has to go to from the poster. So that's where the jellyfish are also coming from.
頭で光っているあれは。
ルーン。
Definitely not a star.
この子にフォールドレセプター因子が。
はい、それも異様に高い数値です。彼女の歌声に反応して肉物数値まで。
おお。
No, from the Fold sonar.
体調ご依頼の件も。
はやって。
Well, that's not text I'll be able to read.
Mm-hmm.
It's little tiny squares.
That's an interesting.
It's Windmere. Yeah, the aerial knights.
納得できません、キース様。説明を求めます。同じく。
分かっている。ロイド、なぜ止めた？目的は果たした。作戦自体に変更はなかったはずだが。だが叩ける時に叩くべきだ。我々には時間がないのだからな。分かっている。しかしハインツ様のお体のことも。
I would literally joked about a character named Heinz and you don't do the ketchup thing with you. Look, it's not conjecture, it's prescience. I'm assuming Heinz is that girl that was wearing the crown.
Mm-hmm.
In the opening, I mean.
Did she snuck back again into the same ship?
Well, there's
it's
the,
based on the Macross.
The clamshell.
City. Yeah. I mean, it makes sense.
But yeah, no, this is the location that I was talking about from the poster. Catfish.
I
Catfish
guess so.
birds? No, just catfish seals.
Cat seals?
Keels.
キラキラした丘がいっぱい。
なんだよ、海猫だらけじゃねえか。
なんであんたまでラグナに？
Sea kittens.
そりゃ、お前がオーディションに落ちるのを見にな。
絶対落ちん。
Also, he got fired, so he has nothing better to do. Yeah, I got fired on that other planet, so.
これをつければあなたもラグナ人。さあさあ買ってきな。
Oh, well, new alien race. One for the
Oh, so I
board.
guess the Ragnans are
なんでこれ？安いよ、買ってきな。テレフォン便利。
Vendors? Yeah.
no, but the Ragnans are their own species, apparently.
That's literally what I just said when I called them aliens.
完了。振り込み手続き開始。お買い上げ。
走るぞ。
Literally, you stole transport. Why wouldn't you steal the phone?
I think he might have paid for it though, with his money.
I don't know how. Not unless her fingernail was also a credit card chip.
No, he paid for it.
No. The thing said thank you for. They said thank you for your purchase, and she
Yeah.
poked it on her own wrist. He never touched it. Oh, Elysium. That's what I called. I said that already in my notes. I've said the name of it during the note section.
ルンってその触覚みたいな。
ジロジロ見ちゃいけん。エッチ。
え、なもん何も感じねえっての。
I mean, she seemed to have gotten turned on by it, but in the song.
ワルキューレ新メンバーオーディション。ここマクロスエリシオンのふもとに集う選び抜かれた少女たち。
Hopefully, this goes better than the Macross 7 jamming birds thing. Oh, look, it's Amelia again, back in her bathing suit.
ちゃんがいっぱいだ。
Only 20 years older than she was last time.
本当に分かっているのかしら。戦場で歌うということの意味が。
No one but Basara.
ですから今日は最終選考でして、予選を通過した方でないと。予選？
マジか。
あなたたちどうして？
ほう、こいつが例のダンスしてた。
まさか私に苦情を言いに？
自意識過剰。
ベルタ招待の人、オーディション受けさせてくれんかね。は？二人とも。
That's right, we spy on everybody.
Yeah, well, security system, I guess.
通過の条件は。
データ上クリアしています。
だぐ。
あ、はい、わかりました。特別に許可がおりました。オーディションに参加していただいて。
Again, I'd be concerned. How do you know? What? Who's listening? Who called the front desk?
いいやつ。
それと、ハヤテインメルマンさん。
そうだけど。
デルタ招待のアラド隊長がお会いしたいと。
He likes your moves, kid.
俺に？
Would he?
There must have been a gotcha game associated with this show.
Yeah, probably.
こりゃまたでっかるちゃうよね。
本当だ。
That's not your word. You can't say that word.
じゃ、元気でな。
ここまでいろいろ。
She doesn't want to go back home, and also she doesn't think she's gonna fail.
落ちんも風に乗れば飛べるんだかんね。
Every day I'd be looking up that thing, hoping the arms don't fall off.
Yeah.
甘く見てるのはそっちじゃないのか。あいつ。
Yeah, no regret that I punched a random dude, but whatever.
How do we make an alien planet? We make it as if it was a ocean that got emptied.
I don't know. It has some sort of weird, like bony mushroom. Yeah.
It looks like coral.
I mean, to be fair, I think my description works the same. What is coral but bony mushroom?
Hey, look.
No, it's the guy on the camera shot last time where I was telling you that I missed somebody on the board. Finally, get her name.
Buccaneer.
I think you mean Buccaneer.
Buccaneer.
Come meet my Ernest Johnson.
ではこれよりオーディションを始めます。ですがその前に私たちワルキューレの鎮圧ライブは命がけの任務です。覚悟のない方は去っていただいて結構。以上。
Sorry, the jokes aren't stopping in my head because that's like one big Johnson.
命がけなんて言われちゃうとね。これなんだろう。歌を正確に記録するんだって。へえ、頑張ろう。
No
Also,
AI
it allows
thingy
us
for
to track you and spy on you no matter where you go.
見せちゃるかんね。
いなくなった。
すみません。
TGS 異常なし。さっきのファイル取ってくれ。
了解。誰です？
いねえ顔だな。ルーキーか？
まあそんな感じで。
Siegfried? I don't know. I'm trying to guess what the name was on the side. Yeah, I think one of the things is you need to be coordinated. She's 2 years younger than the rest.
ホールドレセプターのアクティブ反応は4人だけか。例の子は反応はあるけど規定以下。緊張しちゃったのかな。
Less nervous than during combat.
ダミア人ですね。はい。
独立戦争以降、ウィンダミア製は人の出入りに厳しい。
Oh, look at that.
Ah,
A
War of
war.
Independence.
Hmm.
Of Independence.
Seems like my prescience is coming into play.
も厳しくなっているそうだな。
ワルキューレに入る
Man, they're rejecting Earth culture.
なるかもしれませんよ。それでもワルキューレになりたいんです。第3回ワルキューレオーディション。合格者はなしとします。
It's not gonna be that easy.
Well, no, remember, she's nervous. But she's not even qualifying for shit that she should be qualifying for.
アラドン・メルダースだ。
すぐに撃ち落とされましたけど、飛行機飛ばすのは初めてだったんで。
He's more realistic. Yeah, I got shut down.
ワークロイドは仕事で使ってたから。
Warcroids.
ずいぶん転々としているようだな。
I just call them mobile suits.
リスタニア、エーベル、グレゴル。その都度仕事も変わっている。
Sorry, was that second planet?
Ever?
アラド隊長。
Okay, I thought I saw Eden, but it went by too fast.
なんだよさっきから。そっちから呼び出しといて。貴様。
いや。
You stole military property. Also, you drank fizzy lifting drink.
Nice carpet.
Yeah, I was gonna mention that it's so weird seeing regular paper when she was holding it in her hand, considering everything in this is like electronic and super in depth. Actually, I was already shot down and I didn't die.
お前も風を感じたんだろう。あとは飛ぶか飛ばないか。
By the way, have we told you about our founder of Delta Squad, Isamu Dyson? Yeah, why are your windows this way?
Yeah.
バールだって？
バール化した市民の数は増え続けており、各地で次々と混乱が。
嘘だろ。
Nothing calms me down quite like the windows being blacked out and red lines all over everything. Oh, now we're locked in with a VAR guy. Full on blood too.
Oh, he killed her.
Well, maybe.
Oh.
Can barely see her wounds. Apparently they Hulk out when you're on VAR syndrome too. So she's kind of like Shin with the phone, but I also feel like she's gonna be like Mylene when they were trapped in the crate.
私なんでここに。
We're doing an uncomfortable amount of flashbacking already.
のぼせて好きに求まれないの。あの子
本気かよ。
恋ハレーションザワー。目覚めれば動き出す物語。いつもと何か違う朝。
命がけか。
こすった発射直前スリートワンピースを。
How the fuck would you let this guy do this?
やっぱり即エンジンぶつかってキュンだキュッとキュッとぶっ込みでかる
Oh, updraft. Okay, I was like, what the fuck?
前回火をつけるわ感じてたい便も戻れないよ SOS 燃えるシグナル恋チェインジンザワー
I would say this almost feels set up. Like someone's doing a test, which they are apparently back there doing.
こいつ。
But also, hey, first aid for that other girl, maybe?
Mm.
Again, they didn't show the wounds on her. They just show
Yeah.
her falling over and blood splatter.
これあ大切なものなんでしょその声ウェルカムトゥワルキューレワールド
Again, though. What? Yeah, I know I already called this out as being set up, but
Yeah.
can you just infect people with the VAR syndrome? You're the good guys, right? According to you.
さっきの声チクチク気持ちよかった
Also, I was here too, I guess. Oh, I guess she was the girl that got attacked and she was just like hologrammed up. So none of this was real?
I guess so.
So that guy was either not... That guy was holographed? No, not even holographed.
ごめんねこれ血のり
I gotta say, they didn't show her wound. That's what seemed suspicious to me.
Yeah.
ちょっと期待外れだったけどね
I don't
A
know
bit
that
cruel, though.
Yeah, I don't know
It's
if
a
I'm
bit
down
cruel,
for
yeah.
this.
Yeah, it's a bit too much.
Well, I mean, I understand that they were saying maybe she's nervous and they want her to be able to act in the actual... This was like the Men in Black test, I feel
Yeah.
like.
ご自由に。
原田隊長。
I guess I'm I'm not so put off by the fact that it turned out he wasn't infected by VAR syndrome.
Yeah,
But
they
just,
did deliberately.
yeah.
私の期待に触るな
Yeah, go see Ernest Johnson about touching units.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's sorry, the name. Not all Johnson names work for this, but Ernest Johnson.
Who's the giant that scared a bunch of girls who were in Audition? Yeah.
Yeah, he's a big Johnson.
Yeah.
So go talk to him if you want to talk about touching units.
Mm-hmm.
It's good. It's good so far. The thing is about this is that I don't have like as much shit that I'm trying to keep track of. Well, not in the moment anyway. When I rewatch, I might have a lot more notes. But
I feel that we're gonna have a bit of a now high school AU kind of thing going on here. That seems like a Japanese high school.
well, it doesn't matter. They were at school in Frontier, and how much did that come into play?
Yeah, like 3 episodes almost.
It just was a location where they came together. That's all.
No.
No, I just mean that this so far seems more fun than mystery, and Macross has so far almost every time fallen on the mystery ankle. So if this is more fun than mystery, then if the mystery falls, we're still left with fun, and that's still good. Whereas like Macross 7 was mostly mystery and then music. So even when the mystery failed, I had music, but they leaned in on the mystery more. Oh, I know. That's a thing.
Well, I mean, that's the thing.
Hold on. That's right. I forgot the next time on is literally a blink. So, the apple. You asked me a question. Let me finish before we get the
okay.
The apple rolling. The apple has been a big clue in my notes from episode 1, and seems to be connected to the VAR syndrome singing thing. The end credits literally is an apple rolling to her feet, and she like turns around. Oh, hey! Runs off to it, and then stops, and whoever's there is just behind the wall. So we don't see it. That is a giant hint. That is a massive hint. Somebody who recognizes connected to the apple thing. The apple thing we think is connected to the VAR syndrome thing.
Yeah.
That's a thing. It's that is a thing. That's what I'm indicating towards.
Now, what I was going to say was I like the fact that this is a glimpse at the very end next on, as opposed to spoilers as we had before. Like, oh, hey, let's spoil the entire episode.
Well, there's no narrator. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Like, it's not only not enough to spoil you anything, because it's like, again, if I blinked, I would have missed 50% of the next time on. But there's nobody telling us anything.
Yeah.
That's something I get from when I'm watching Voltace 5, is that the normal episodes don't actually have any next time on. It's credits and then black screen. But I'm watching one that does have a next time on, but has no subtitles for it, because the subtitles I'm taking come from one that doesn't. So when I'm watching the next time on, it's all visuals and Japanese. So it's like, I don't know what I'm trying to get from this. So I do like the element of still watching it, but not knowing what the hell's going on.
Oh, there you have it. Episode 2 of Macross Delta. I'm liking it so far. It isn't as impactful as Frontier, because it's not that dark. I mean, we do have people that commit suicide and all that. But
suicide, terrorist attacks happening on the regular. Background shots that we're seeing of literally looks like guy blew his head off with a shotgun. What do you mean it's not as... It is exactly as serious, but as I said before, it's more fun than not. So we're focusing on the fun bits. So if the seriousness and the mystery falls through, at least the show is still fun.
See, now we have more evidence to add to your conjecture about the other people not being.
Some might say guess, or a theory, or any other non-negative word.
I'm still going to use
some might say that you've got more evidence to your stupid-ass thing that you said.
I didn't say that.
You're implying it with a negative word.
Yeah. You threw in those words. I didn't.
Well, I'm just telling you what I'm hearing.
Because of the fact that Windermere not only did it wage a war of independence, but also is rejecting human culture, I guess. They develop their own culture. It's like, we don't want this influencing us, right?
I mean, it does beg the question, if aliens are so prevalent across the galaxy, then why didn't the alien culture affect the Centrati? Did no other alien? Again, the thing that I kept bringing up during SDF Macross, if only we had broadcast porn at them, you know? Like, they couldn't handle a woman kissing a man. What could they do to porn? What would porn have done to them? But, I mean, does the idea, what was it called? The Dolans from Macross Dynamite 7?
Mhm.
Where they were literally broadcasting audiobooks all the time. Do audiobooks not affect the Centrati? The fact that other places have their own cultures, well, I mean, I guess Golg does say we're forbidden from getting into contact with my clones for this reason, but it's like, how were we the first ones ever successful with this when everyone else literally seems to have their own culture?
Yeah, but I think those species didn't have what humanity had, which was that
Radios.
the Macross. They were obsessed with getting back the Macross, and that was what kept them in contact. Otherwise, they were like, "Oh, so Michael, get the fuck out of here. We don't need to do this anymore." Right?
I don't know.
It's
There's
like,
also
oh,
the
they
element
were-
of, like, how far do our radio transmissions go out into space? Like,
Not that far. People say it goes far, but to be intelligible at the speed of
the distance that you'd have to know we even exist is far enough to know where our radio transmissions are, because it's the furthest thing out.
Yeah, but I think it also would take a long time for radio transmissions to reach anything.
Well,
anywhere.
yeah, I know, but I mean, like, you watch Contact,
Decades,
you know that, like,
centuries,
our first radio transmission has reached whatever planet was reached in Contact, like the first next planet over or whatever. But I'm saying that, like, well, the element is it doesn't really matter because we're fold technology, so you'd have to fold into a distance to hear an Earth transmission, but literally you're more likely to randomly fold into an area of space where our radio transmissions have reached than to fold anywhere near Earth. So anywhere within that globe of radio transmission chatter
Yeah, but
that we put out there.
where it becomes unintelligible because the signal weakens.
Well, yeah, but we're talking about advanced alien Zentradi technology, whatever they're doing to read whatever signals are out there. I'm just saying that Zentradi is more likely to fold into an area of space that our radio transmission is and get that, which would be our culture. Literally, it would be nigh impossible in my mind to discover us without discovering our culture first. We've literally seeded space. That's the whole concept behind the dark forest thing, is that we're transmitting our location out to anyone that'll hear it. Like, don't be concerned with, like, Voyager and the little thing that says where we're at and tells it all about humans.
Yeah.
Literally, there's a globe of radio interference that we're putting out there that literally all you do is follow it back to strength of signal source, you know?
Yeah. Well, there you have it.
That's why I was joking when I said radios, but literally that's also the honest answer, because did nobody else transmit? It's like,
well, also remember, relatively speaking, we have been transmitting for the last less than a century, right? So
yeah, but like, again, from other previous jokes, the Zentradi fucking seem to be immortal.
Yeah, but the thing is, they wouldn't have detected us within a century or so. So, you know.
Well, there's no telling. We have no idea what those Zentradi were doing before they encountered us.
I mean, they were fighting the.
Does it start with an S?
Yeah, I know, but supervision army, yeah.
No, to your previous comment about the fact that they don't exist anymore or something.
Yeah, it's a thing.
Again, though, they were just fighting them all across space. We have no idea what they were doing, though. Does the supervision army have a base? Do they control some segment of the galaxy? Like, they were fighting them, but fighting them where? Also, how are you fighting them with, like, 5 billion ships and not, like, what is the front line like? Also, how is it that one fleet had 5 billion ships and then there's other fleets and we don't see any of that shit? Like, a little bit in Plus where they're just fighting a couple of Zentradi fighters, but literally,
I mean, the galaxy is big, too.
My problem here is that I'm about to say I hope that maybe we would see that in whatever the next Macross property would be. Maybe we go back and cover the segment of time after 2112. That's Rush. After 2012, but before, say, Plus or during Plus, the segment where we went into space and, like, the Zentradi were fucking everywhere and we had to push out to survive.
Yeah.
Like, go back to Centrati being the main thing, and the fact that there's billions of them out there, billions of them all over the goddamn place, that all just want to destroy us. Back to when, it wasn't the Nun, New United, whatever was before
UN
Nun.
Spacey, yeah.
Well, no, UN Spacey is just the military arm of the United Nations government.
UNG.
Yeah, United Nations government. Back when they had the whole standing order of if you encounter the Centrati, fight them, don't talk. Which is also a weird thing, considering talking culture exchange, and that's what works against them. There's a weird standing order, but we know from Macross 7 that is the standing order. Just fucking fight the Centrati.
Yeah.
Just go back to that time and let's explore the space of literally the Star Trek of Macross, exploring space. I would like to do that, but unfortunately the standing principle of Macross seems to be, let's go forwards in time, always, forever. Except for the video games, which are, let's time travel, because that seems to be what those are about. What if we brought everyone together? How we do that? Time travel. Time and space.
So there you have it. Another Macross Delta chapter in the can.
Some people refer to toilets as cans. Some refer to them as Johnsons, if you will.
Very earnest, too. Yeah.
Gotta be earnest when you're on the Johnson.
Otherwise, you're plugged up.
My Johnson is great. Sorry, actually, that's a bit of a joke from when I used to take German. No, sorry, that was mein Fuß ist grün. Ist grün. My foot is green. I don't know why. Just like simple words, you can figure out my foot is green.
Yeah. Anywho, there you have it.
All right. Well, if that's everything, well, then I have been Theta. This has been Lessons. We've been Stoneface Reactions, and we will catch you next time. Bye-bye.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching another Stoneface Reactions. If you have an idea of another video we could go ahead and watch, go ahead and put it in the comments down below and we'll add it to the wheel. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe and let us know what you thought about this video, what parts you liked. And until then, we'll see you next time. Is this too goofy?